Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. I hope you guys doing well.
In this video, we're going to be taking a look at 3 different sets of tires.
So we have the Pro-Line Hyrax in the Predator compound. We got the Rc4wd drive Goodyear Wrangler MTs. And we got the Jconcepts landmines in the green compound.
All these tires are listed as a 4.75 inch tall tire, but the size is a little different between each one. So let's take a closer look. All right, so you can see here the size difference in all these tires. So we'll start with the biggest one first. The Rc4wd drive tire is the tallest one of the group by far, but you got that nice narrowness to it, which makes it really good because some tires I feel they're way too wide and it really throws the scale off. Yeah, they are a little tall, but without that extra added width, they don't look too bad once you get them mounted up. We'll also take a look at the foams here. They do feel pretty firm, not too bad. Overall, the tire does feel really sticky as well, which I really like. I have only run these a couple of times just to kind of see what they would be like because I got them mounted up on the wheels. I really want to give them a test, but they definitely seem to perform pretty well. But I haven't ran them side by side with these other tires, but I think they're going to do pretty good. So next up, we got the tried and true Pro-Line Hyrax with their Predator compound. This is a proven tire. People know all about these. You can see the height difference here. So they're just slightly less tall as the Rc4wd drive tire, but super, super sticky, much softer foam as well. And these do perform. I've ran these a few times. None of these tires are fully broken in. So, you know, that is something to consider when watching this test. But if you're going to go just on pure feel, the stickiness of the Pro-Line Hyrax is definitely the most sticky you're going to feel with your hand. It is not a scale tire where the Rc4wd drive is based on a scale tire. The Goodyear Wrangler MT is a real tire. If that is something that is a make or break for you, you will have to consider that the Pro-Line Hyrax is not a scale tire. It is just their own design. So this is like the wild card tire here. Never ran any Jconcepts tires, but I had heard a few good things about their green compound. I could not get a set of the Scorpios, which is what I wanted. I saw the landmines come back in stock, so I figured I'd order them and get them on the channel and test them for you guys. Very, very sticky. Almost feels as sticky as the Pro-Line for sure. I was really surprised when I felt them, how it felt. Not as tall really as the Hyrax, about the same as the Hyrax. So it's just a little bit less tall than the Rc4wd drive and not maybe quite as wide as the Hyrax either. So it's kind of in the middle. But the tread design kind of reminds me of the BF Goodrich KO2 tires that I have on my 1-to-1 Tacoma. It's got that nice little blocked look. Have heard that these don't perform quite as well as some other tires, but I personally have not ran them, so I'm pretty excited to get them out. We'll run the other 2 tires first, and then we'll run these last just to kind of get a better feel as to what these tires can do, because I know the Pro-Line tire is going to be a performer, and just from my initial test, I know that the Rc4wd drive tire is going to do pretty good too. So I got a few obstacles set up, so we'll get over to those and get these mounted up on our test vehicle and see how they do.
So here's our testing vehicle. This is the HPI Scale Builders Kit, also known as Penny. You can take a look at her.
So we're going to use the Rc4wd drive tires first. So let's get to the little test spots we got and see how it does. All right, so first up we have the slow crawl. So what I like to do is go up something really steep, really nice and slow, and see how it does. So you will recognize this rock from some of my other videos. I will put a link up, but this is pretty standard, and any tire worth its salt should be able to make it up this line going at a very, very slow pace. So nice and slow, just to test the stickiness and the grip of the tire. So we're able to hold on the hill, which is nice. Stop and take off. Boom, like nothing. Oh, we get a little high centered at the top. I need a little more angle to get over. There we go. So, first run, no problem. All right, so what I really like about this line is it's really hard to bump yourself up there, and then once you get up, it really challenges the traction of the tires because they're a little dirty from the dirt, and you're spinning already when you get up there. And I've had limited success on this line. It's very challenging. So I really want to see what these RC four-wheel drive tires do because I've never tested them here. So let's try it. Holy crap. I made it my first try up on there. Even though I flipped up there, I was able to make it. So let's see if it was a fluke. I will try it again. All right, here we go. Attempt number 2. Wow. Ah. Okay, attempt 3. Let's try this. Wow. See how they're spinning here? Oh, I broke my flag. Dang, I broke my flag, but I kind of knew that was going to happen. I wanted it shorter anyway, but it's Memorial Day weekend, so. Yay, America. All right, so we're going to test something steep, slippery, and a little wet. Again, we're going to do this going very slow. So, oh wow. Some wet rock. So already having tons of problems. A little more speed. Oh wow. Okay, so you can see here we're having some issues on the wet rock. That is super slippery. Wow. All right, so we did it, but it took a lot of wheel speed, guys. Okay, let's see how it does on the drag brake coming down and see how it holds. Okay, so it's holding so far. Little speed on the brake. So it holds pretty good coming down. Let's see if we can back it up. So it seems if you're on the rock there, it's okay. So let's move it over to the wet side. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, all right. You could see tire got wet. It definitely had some issues, and even as soon as it touched the wet, it did not seem to really like that. So that definitely seems like maybe a slight problem with the tires on the wet. We'll have to try the other tires and see how they do on that section. So we're gonna do one more little run up a nice little section here just to kind of see how they do on multiple different surfaces. So let's get to it. All right, here we go. So we're gonna do a nice line up something I would just regularly be crawling. This is just some nice stuff. Got some wet, some dirt. Tires are getting dirty and wet. See a little slippage there, not too bad. I definitely like the height with the narrowness. You get that extra ground clearance, but you don't have a funny looking tire. So right here, you can see a little slippage. Requires a little more wheel speed. Let's just bump it back. Now let's approach it again. There we go. Some wheel speed makes the difference. Okay, so this is a nice little line with some dirt here. They seem to be making it. Wow, they did really good right there. That felt pretty good. Oh yeah, that extra clearance is nice over these rocks. Wow, I really like it. I really like it. Again, oh wow, look at it. As soon as it hits the water, it just slides right down. Okay, so it just took a little extra wheel speed. All right, so that was a nice, just a little line that I'd just be crawling out. They definitely felt good. I liked a little bit of added clearance with the taller tire. Again, it seems like getting these tires wet really affects them. The only thing left to do is try upgrading foams, which I kind of always recommend upgrading your foam game. The stock foams are never the greatest situation, but this test here was not about foams. This test here is about what you get from the manufacturer. That's the whole goal of this test. So, so far, I did really like these RC four-wheel drive tires, and they look really good because they're a scale tire as well. So if looks are important, I definitely would consider looking at these. But now it's time to move on to the next tire.
Okay guys, so next up we're gonna mount this Pro-Line Hyrax in the Predator compound.
All right, slow crawl with the Pro-Line Hyraxes. I don't foresee this being a problem, but let's just see how they do. Creeping with that 5 slot. Reedy in there. We know now we don't want to get hung up on the top. Ah! Okay, we're over. No problem for the Hyraxes. All right, here comes this hard line. Let's see how the Hyraxes do. Oh, they got right up. Oh! Timber! Woo! Yeah, I got up. That's the important part. Okay. Lots of spinach, lots of spinach. Oh, it's just too steep. It's just too steep. But see, the important part, as I'm trying to show, is usually I try not to go all the way up that section there. I get up here, and what I like to do is try to crawl over this way, nice and slow, and you can see, but you can see how it's kind of sliding down. But a lot of tires, like the BF Goodrich's I have, I've never really got up that easy. I've always had a much harder time, and see, I can go in between there and then I can get up there. Now, a lot of tires aren't able to do that. So the fact that the Hyraxes and the RC four-wheel drive tires were able to do that, I'm pretty impressed by it. So let's move on over to the wet and see if they can make it up there, because as you saw, the RC four-wheel drive tires did not like that water. All right, here we go. Let's see. We make our slow approach over the dirt, onto the water. Oh my God, no, I spoke too soon. Nope, wow. Okay, you saw it there, folks. Let's repeat it. And look at, they're even sticking right there. As soon as I initiated the drag brake, it slid a little bit though. But let's do it again. They're wet, they're slippery. That little bit of a bump right in the rock there really holds them back, but it is able to do it. Wow. Super sticky. Amazing what the Hyraxes can do. Wow. I'm truly amazed, guys. Okay, let's see how the downhill does. I'm assuming from what you just saw, it's going to do the downhill no problem. So let's make our approach nice and slow. Apply the brake. Little speed and brake. Oh, look at it. It even has enough traction it will lift the rear up. Okay, let's back up on the water. Whoa. We're all over the place here. Wow. Look at that. Wow. Oh. Woo. Well, you saw it here, folks. Hyraxes dominated that section. I'm super, super pumped at how good these tires are on there. You could see the RC four-wheel drive tires were not liking the water. As soon as they hit the water, they were slipping. And even as I increased the wheel speed, it only got worse. These actually, I almost slow crawled right up that water. So Predator compound, definitely super sticky. So we're gonna move on to just the regular crawl. We'll go up pretty much the same line just so you can get a comparison on the same exact terrain. So let's get over there. Okay, here we go. We know the water's not really a problem. We're going through that wet section again. And up we go. Gonna go here. Boom, over that same rock. Oh, we got a stick holding us back. Oh, piece of wire or something. Up and over, no problemo. Next rock, no problem. So we come here by that rock, over where this little bush is. See, the bumper scrapes just a tiny bit without that little bit of extra height on the tire. See, a little bit better there too, less wheel spin. Up and over, no problem, very good. Okay, so now we're going through the dirt, a little speed. Yeah, maybe a tiny bit more slippage in the dirt, not too bad. Could have been a couple factors. Okay, to the left. Up over these rocks, very nice. Up where the water is, wow, way less slippage right there, so. Very nice showing from the Pro-Line Hyraxes.
Ay, otra vez tengo que cambiarle estas llantitas. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and mount the Jconcepts landmines in the green compound. Voy a necesitar una cerveza bien fría después de cambiar todas estas llantitas. Okay, the Jconcepts are all mounted up, so let's see if they will have some traction.
All right, guys, this is my first time ever. Never even gave these a quick test. Jconcept landmines in their green compound. Let's see how they do on the slow, steep crawl. So let's see if these things get any kind of traction. Okay, get the wheels straight. Nice and slow. So far, so good. Very, very little slippage, if any. So not bad on the granite here. So I know how to make it over this line now. Oh! I still spun, guys. I was trying to get the gates on the most steep part, so. Okay, let's move on to the next one. All right, guys, here we go. Gate number 2. Let's see if we can get up there with these Jconcepts. Okay, close, no cigar. Ooh, that was a good tumble. Oh, wow. Not bad. Some spinach there. Okay, we made it, guys. Not bad. Not bad. All right, guys. Here is the ultimate test, the water line. Let's see how these Jconcepts do. Make our slow approach. They're slipping. They're slipping. Oh, my God. Okay, very similar. Wow. So it seems like they did better than the RC four-wheel drive. Let's see how they do on the downhill braking part. Get myself turned around here. Wow, I'm very, very surprised. Nice and slow. Little brake, they're sticking. I see as soon as you hit that water, they slide, they slide. It's backing up. Oh, wow. Not bad, guys, not bad. Whoop. Boom. Well, all right, not bad. I was really surprised because the one review I saw of these, I heard that didn't really hook up on rock. Maybe they weren't the green compound. I'm not 100% sure, but these bad Larrys aren't even broken in. That is the first time I ever ran them, and they definitely seem to do better than the RC four-wheel drives. As soon as the RC four-wheel drives hit that water, they started spinning quite a bit. That's why I'm trying to use the same rig so you can see the same, you know, rig trying to make the same line. There's no advantage that the truck has other than what tires are on it. So yeah, let's move on just to the regular crawl and see how it does that line over there. Okay, here we go. Up through, up the water. Okay, made it over that line, no problem. Up here, this is another slippery little section. See, they're just a little bit shorter, so I'm getting a little bellied up there because of the height, so I just need to bounce it over. Made it on. No problems. Wow. Not bad, not bad. Okay, up the dirt line, not bad. Little slippage, not bad, right up. Just the same as the other tires. Nice, up and through, no problem. I gotta get a better angle there. Okay, up onto the water, a couple tires in the water. Not bad, a little slippage up the water. Wow, not bad, guys, not bad. So these tires look pretty good. Get a good look at those tires on there. They seem to appear, you know, they have a nice scale look to them. They don't look too odd or anything. Wow, I'm pretty impressed. Well, all right, guys, there you have it. Jconcepts, landmines in green. I was really shocked at how well they did. I'm definitely going to have to run them a bunch more and really get an overall feel for them. But I mean, they seem to do what the other tires did, and you know, you can't complain with that. Only time will tell, but on the initial test, I think I'm gonna have to give them an approval.
All right, guys, there you have it. Let us know what you think about these tires down below in the comments.
All right, there you have it, guys. I did the test. I've been wanting to do that. I got those tires all gathered up, and I did do like an initial video on those Hyraxes and was thoroughly impressed, but I really wanted to see how they would stack up against other tires. I didn't want to put them against my other Pro-Line tires, so that's why I got those RC four-wheel drives. I think that the RC four-wheel drive tire is probably the best looking tire. I like the height factor for sure, and the traction just definitely didn't seem like it was there. In no way was this like a, you know, a very scientific test or anything. This is just like a, just wanted to show you guys real world testing what they could do, and I think that this video definitely made that clear. Now, one thing you might have not seen me do was any side hilling, because foams, I can't recommend it enough. Upgrade your foams in your tires. They make a world of a difference between climbing and side hilling. They're gonna make a difference. So I kind of just wanted to show stock foams what kind of traction they were capable of, and I think that we achieved that here. So it was nice to try other different tires, see what they could do, and like I said, I was impressed by the Jconcept. Definitely needs more testing, but it is what it is, and I'm glad I got to share that with you guys. So thanks for watching, and
We catch you in the next one.
peace out.